We're on our way to the body shop. It's freaking cold.
It's really cold. Like
the thing says 43, but this thing's been wrong, so I actually think it might be a satellite thing. It feels more like 25, because 43 is like...
It's been 43
yeah.
ever since we overheated, so like whenever we overheated, it must have messed up the sensor.
Yeah, because 40 degrees is t-shirt weather for me, and I'm freezing, and I don't get cold easily. We're going to this place.
We've got to go down this whole like windy road with no pull-offs, and we're just hoping that the car
doesn't lose its mind.
And there's a car right behind us, so...
Yeah, so we're screwed. Oh, I guess there is pull-offs down there.
There's a pull-off right there.
Okay, so we might be okay.
That's the first pull-off. Well, no, because that's the only pull-off.
Well, no, there's probably one on every curve. Yeah, we might be okay. Because this is where it gets easy again. Down here is the end of the hill. So we're good.
You want a harvest nap?
No, there's one sitting on the ground and she didn't even touch it. We're waiting for our car to get fixed or whatever.
They said show up at 7. We showed up at 7. They didn't open until 7:30. So we went in at 7:30 and they said they couldn't get us in till 9. So now we're just waiting.
Yeah, we went to Natural Grocers and got some food. Lily got to walk around the city a little bit. She got snacks there's a Mexican restaurant over there. He gave her some ham. I don't even give you ham. I give you chicken. You got a treat. You got ham. We're actually going to go to the Mexican restaurant for lunch. So this is our breakfast, our extremely healthy breakfast. Yeah. If you've never...
We're just killing hours.
Yeah, we're just killing time. If you've never had the Wasabi Ranch Harvest Snaps, they're like the best thing ever. Assuming you like wasabi. If you don't like wasabi, you're not going to like them. But they're amazing if you like wasabi. There.
So they said a cylinder is misfiring. They don't know if it's the engine or just like a spark plug or something. My brother said it could be a spark plug or a wire or something, so we're hoping it's that. This car only has 1,100 miles. 11,000 miles. Or,
well, 110,000 miles.
111,000 miles. I couldn't get it out on it, so we're hoping it's not the engine. But like everything else in this stupid Pontiac, it's really hard for them to get to.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a couple $100 for them just to check it.
Yeah, so... Since we're sitting here anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sweater shave some of our sweaters to get all the pills off. Because that's been on my to-do list forever, and now that the car is clean, I finally know where my flippin' sweater shaver is. This sweater has been successfully sweater shaved. Mostly, I haven't done the arms yet. But it looks a lot better now. Next I'm gonna do this purple one. We have to come back tomorrow morning for the car because they don't have the part we need, so we're trying to figure out where to spend the night because we can't go back up the mountain.
Yeah, they told us not to take it up the mountain. It's too strenuous for it, and that's where we're camping. So, but there's nothing that we can find in town to sleep. They said there's been a guy sleeping for 2 years in the parking lot across from them, but we're just afraid the guy's weird right. to sleep there. So we'll see. We looked for hotels, couldn't really find any. We found a paid campground 15 minutes away, so we'll go check it out. It's an RV park, so we're not sure if we can go in it or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
We are at a rest stop. It was the only place we could find to spend the night that we didn't have to go up a bunch of mountains with the car, but we still ended up having to go up mountains. It's 10 miles away, so we can't run the car at all because we don't know if it's gonna die like if we run it, so I can't work on the computer or anything, and we can't make dinner, but we ate a big lunch, so we don't really need dinner. But and we're gonna drive back tomorrow. They said they're gonna keep it all day, so I guess we're just gonna hang around with the dogs outside all day, like walk around, see what we can see. I'm hoping it's just the spark plugs. They said it could be. That's the first thing they're gonna try. But I don't know. We'll see. Our life is up in the air right now.
We'll find out.
This is Lily's favorite thing to do. She just sits as far as she can get out of the car without being out of the car and just stares out there. That's what she wants to do instead of being out of the car. She doesn't want to be in the car, but she doesn't want to be out of the car. She wants to be half and half.
Yeah, she wants the best. She wants her cake and eat it.
Yep, she can just sit here and do this for hours.
She does very frequently. When she's. We're at Ruby K's coffee shop. Mom's inside getting food, and so Lily is mad about that. She wants to be inside with mommy. Oh, it's so sad. Babu's just here, just being cold.
We are hanging out in the truck. We hung out in the truck, or the van, all day yesterday, and pretty much most of today, because it's so cold outside. Yesterday it only got to like 20 something. But what I wanted to say was I had a weird, like, asthma attack like thing happening yesterday. I woke up in the middle of the night and I could not breathe. Like, I could not breathe at all, and I thought maybe because we had the heat running in the van, so I thought maybe it was because of that. So I like took my coat off and turned the heat off and tried to lay down, and I still couldn't breathe. So then I like sat up because I could breathe either sitting up, and still couldn't breathe. So I went outside, and the cold air actually made it easier to breathe. And so I tried to sit outside for a while, but it was way too cold. So I ended up coming back in and opening the van door like a little bit to where I laid down with my face like right where the van door was open, and laid there, and it took about an hour of breathing the cold air to finally be able to breathe again, and then I just went to sleep and stuff. But I was afraid to start the heat again because I was afraid maybe that was what set it off. But I think I have stomach medicine I have to take, and one of the things that helps with is heartburn, and I had really bad heartburn last night, and I also had a stuffy nose, so I think it was just a combination of those two things, like, gave me like a weird asthma attack or something. But I've never had that happen before. Like, I was seriously debating going to the doctor, except we shouldn't be driving the van right now because it hasn't been fixed yet, so we're just parked until they call us with the parts and they can try to fix it. So I don't know, it was a weird experience. I've never had that before, but that's like my biggest phobia way of dying, is dying some way that like I can't breathe. So that was like my biggest nightmare coming true, was like not being able to breathe.
Since we're stuck in the mountains, I need to wash my hair, even though it's freaking cold, so I'm gonna wash it with cold water in the cold air. Because it's super greasy and it's driving me insane. So, we're gonna wash my hair. First I'm gonna use the spray bottle, and I'm just gonna get my hair wet enough to add the soap to. It's about 41 degrees out, which I do consider warm, but not warm enough to wash my hair. So, this is gonna be very cold. I probably shouldn't have worn a hoodie. I got a towel. I can untangle it. So the shampoo I use is T-Sal, or T-Gel, because I have scalp psoriasis. But it actually is pretty good to use a medicated shampoo when you're not able to wash your hair very often. So it actually is pretty good for the van lifing and the off-grid stuff that I do, because it really does just like get everything out of your hair without you having to wash it 6 or 7 times. We're not gonna be able to go back to town until middle of next week. Today is Saturday, so probably not until Wednesday. So we have to make our water last until Wednesday. So I can't use very much water. I'm only going to use about half a gallon of water to wash my hair. And so if there's soap left in it, that's going to be how it is. So on the homestead, I usually have a bowl for the water to go into, and then I use the water twice to rinse my hair out, but I don't have a bowl like that. I didn't even think about bringing one. So we're just gonna have to try and do this on the first try. And it's gonna be very cold. If I weren't filming, I probably wouldn't have a shirt on at all because it's gonna get my jacket all wet. So the soap is actually out of my hair and I only used 1/4 of a gallon, so I'm gonna wash my face too. And then we're gonna dry off with a mother's towel because I don't know where mine is at. Our car is a mess again, so we need to reorganize it. We kind of just shoved everything back into the car when we had to take it into the body shop, so it's not organized at all. And we have a dog who, as you know, is actually a 100-pound cat and likes to stand on everything and knock it over. So the car is a chaos right now. I'm probably gonna go organize it after I'm done washing my hair. We were just waiting for it to warm up a little bit, so 41 degrees is fine with me. I might invest in some dry shampoo after this, because I think with the dispersed camping it's going to be harder to keep our hair clean. But dry shampoo usually sets off my allergies, so I'm going to have to find like a hypoallergenic dry shampoo so that it doesn't make me super itchy. Otherwise I'm just going to keep using the silk bandanas.